Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Let me know if you hear me well. Because that's important. I will explain you why I'm asking you that question, but at least we know if you are hearing me, yes or no. Super important. So I'm waiting for the comments before starting because I see some comments like people are saying Ciao Juve, ciao everyone. Ricky speaking. I don't know if you are live. Ciao Sam. Yes. Ciao. Ciao Enric who's saying ciao. Ciao Beppe. Ciao a tutti. You hear me, so that's great. I will explain you what happened. You know that yesterday I was live. After the game. And suddenly something happened. I clicked on the Stream Deck. What is Stream Deck? It's this. It's this tool for the people that do not know. And that makes it actually easier so that I don't have to use the mouse. I still use the mouse, but a bit less to change, to make some things appear and so on and so on. I clicked it and everything disappeared. So I wanted to go from, for example, that screen up to that screen, for example. But it was not possible because everything shut down. So disaster yesterday, maybe better, because I was absolutely not in a good mood. What happened is that today I opened my program as usual because I wanted to do something to start the live. You know, I always start preparing the screens like this, for example. So I started and everything was gone. Everything was gone. So I don't have my scenes, with the frames. I couldn't use, for example, the alert box when someone is writing a message. I couldn't do nothing. Everything was gone. And that's why I'm a bit late. Everything was gone. Empty. So I had to rearrange. So it's minimal today. Minimal. I already did the 3 screens, so you can be already happy. I will continue to work on it. But sometimes it's good, because at least you start from scratch from the beginning. Sometimes you need these kinds of really hard slap in your face to wake up and to do better, to try to do better, so everything is erased. Because when you have something, you want to build on it, then you don't know if you have to delete this or that. When everything is 0, you can rebuild. Some people are already thinking, Beppe, looks like I hear something that I know. Everything on 0 and we start again. Unfortunately, we can't. With a football club, you can't just say to everyone, ciao a tutti, we stop, we close for 2 months, Allegri out, Keane out, Vlahovic out, Milik out, ciao a tutti, we close 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, and we start when we are ready again. No, that's not possible. You can't do it. You just can't do it. It's impossible. So we have a game on Wednesday already. We are Monday. Today is the last day. Today it's also the day where there will be some press conference. We will hear Mr. Allegri speaking. I don't know who will be next to him. The last time, if I'm not wrong, it was Bonucci as the captain. So we go with someone else. They will speak. We will listen to their words in a pre-game of Benfica. Because it's a must-win game. Because we will not turn around the question. Benfica is a really solid team that have a really beautiful records of win. They are playing really well. They sold a big player to Liverpool. We know it, their striker, but they already changed him. They already found a replacement. They have some great players on the field in the starting 11, but also on the bench. Everything is smiling at the moment at Benfica. By the way, tomorrow I do a video with my friend that is a Benfica supporter, Adrian from Marabona TV. He will try to explain a bit better what are the strengths, but also what we have to pay attention for, but also maybe how we can try to win that game tomorrow. And that's why we have no time. We have to stand up after the first loss of the season versus Paris Saint-Germain, after some beautiful signs. Some, not all of them, some. We play versus Salernitana and we don't play a big game. We don't play a beautiful game. I watched the game 2 times yesterday during the live. The emotions of a cancelled goal at the 95th. I watched the game again so I can speak about it together with you guys. Who did some mistakes? Why was Juventus not able to react? And then we have to speak about Aya. Not because I'm hurt, but on the other hand, yeah, my heart is broken. Because yesterday we saw something that can change football forever. Because we don't know if VAR is a tool that we can trust. I have always been against VAR, not the tool, because the tool is working. I was thinking that it was working, to be honest. I was thinking that it was working. That's a big difference. I was believing 100% in VAR. What I was less believing it was the people that were judging VAR. Because it's easy to draw a line where you want, what frame you want. It's easy to watch an image of a possible penalty and say, no, there is no penalty. Or yes, there is a penalty. Handball of Smalling, yes, he's touching it. But he's not doing it on purpose, so it's not a penalty. And then you are giving it exactly the same to Milan. So it's the people that I'm not trusting that much. The VAR was a beautiful tool, but what I'm hearing today, it's apparently that VAR is also not a tool that is working 100%. Because apparently, that's the statement of Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio, at least the people that are working for the referees. Aya is saying that they couldn't see the image because they didn't have the image. They didn't have the image at their disposal, that angle. With these images, they didn't receive it, so they couldn't judge. So if the referee, and let me be angry again, and then I say hello to all the people in the chat. If the referee is saying it's a goal, because that's what he's saying, it's confirming the goal. If the assistant of the referee is not putting the flag up to say there is an offside, it's just validating, confirming that it is a goal. How on earth, and someone needs to explain me that, how on earth VAR, without having all the images at disposal, is asking after 2 minutes 30 to the referee to go to the screen? Not to watch if there is a position of offside or not, because they already decided that there was an offside. They decided it. They wanted to know if Bonucci was participating, yes or no. That's what they asked the referee to go. The referee is going, and I watched it multiple times, and I stopped frame by frame. He stopped in front of the monitor at 97 minute 22. 97 minutes 22. When is he turning and leaving with the decision? 97 minutes 30 seconds. That's 8 seconds to decide a game that is super important. I saw something on Twitter, I don't know from who, one of the people from the YouTube channel as well, wrote something super important. He said, what if Manchester City, back then, that goal at the 95th minute, 95 and 22 seconds, I believe, something like that, was cancelled. What if it was cancelled for a reason that was absolutely not valid? Because the goal was valid. But maybe they say, hey, Balotelli was offside when he's doing the pass to Aguero. They would have lost a Scudetto. They would have lost a Scudetto. Just like that. Then people will tell me, no, Pepe, but it's different because it's the last game of the season. Who cares? These 2 points that we lost on the match day 6 are important for the rest of the season. The same that we lost versus Roma for some decisions are important because today we would have the same exact problems. We would have the same exact problems as today. That means not being able to create a lot, not being able to find Vlahovic a lot. Vlahovic having some problems sometimes when he received the ball. Moiskin that is not running, or at least he's not running where he wants to. Cuadrado that is still tired. Pogba that is still injured. Di Maria that is still injured. Locatelli and Rabiot that are not there. We would have had exactly the same problems. Exactly. But I prefer, honestly, having the same problems with 14 points. The same as teams like Napoli, Inter, no, they have 12. Napoli, Milan, and Atalanta. Because these teams, they are showing that they are probably already near to the max of their potential. That's what we have to understand. These teams are near to the max of their potential. Napoli, in some games, showing really beautiful football. They replaced in the Mercato Insigne with Kvaratskhelia. They won. Koulibaly with Kim. They didn't lose. Let's say it like that. At the moment. Then long term, we will see. So they are nearly at the max. Juventus is not at the max. We are showing progress, step by step, baby steps. Baby steps we are doing. But we are not there yet. Yesterday we deserved the win. What I don't like is people that are telling me, Beppe, don't complain about what happened because versus a team like Salernitana, we should never be in the position of being behind at the 92nd minute, because at the 92nd minute it was 2-1 for them. Okay. Manchester City was behind versus Queen's Park Rangers. They were not even able to beat them. Inter was not able at the 89th minute to win versus Torino. Napoli was not able to win versus their opponent. Milan had some difficulties to win versus Sampdoria. Milan did 0-0 versus Sassuolo. What does that mean that we can't speak? There are two total different things. Two total different things. And they can coexist together. You know that on the channel I don't like to speak too much about referee. We can make a joke. We can say, yes, it's true, it was a mistake. Yes, no, we can speak always. But we don't like that. We don't want to take excuses. And we are not excusing that yesterday we didn't win because we didn't play well because of the referee. The referee is not interfering in that, no. Why we are pissed off, it's because you say whatever you want about Juve playing well, not playing well, but we won. Yesterday we won the game. Yesterday we won the game. If a team is down 2-1 at the 92nd minute and they are putting everything to win 3-2, because that's what we did. We won 3-2, could have been the start. Could have been the start. I see already some people asking what progress. We can speak about that. We can speak about that. We can speak about the progresses that we saw. And again, I saw the games already 2 times. We saw some progresses. A lot, no. And that's why you have to take everything into the consideration when you are watching the live. When I'm telling you, attenzione. When we are speaking here, we are speaking about being transparent, trying to take everything into consideration. But I said the word baby step. Is it enough for you? No, no. If you watch the other videos, you will know, Sergio, that I'm not happy with the performance of Juve. I'm not happy. But you have to check everything. The white and the black. Everything. We will speak about all these kind of things. Let me first say hello to all the people. There is something that I can't have here because I don't see it. And I don't know where to put it and how to put it. Boo. I don't know. Maybe here. Wait. Because I want to know how much people we have. And then I will read everyone's comment, guys. Huh? Wait. Chat box. No. Poll. Boo. Ah, here, this one. This one. At least we know. At least we know how many people we have. Okay, I will fix it later, guys, but at least we know how many people we have. Otherwise, I'm a bit confused when I don't know. That should be the middle. That should be the middle. Okay, at least we know that we are 200 people. So let me say hello to Maric, to Gianni, to Eli that is there. It's really painful to be Juve fan these days. But, well, I will immediately answer to that. I had a discussion with someone else a bit earlier. I said, I had different discussions. I had one with someone else that was asking a bit, not the same as Eli. He was saying, hey, it's hard. But it was in a negative tone, not a really nice one. And then I said, you know, you are not obliged. You can come later when we win again. But then it's easy. Then we start playing FIFA. Your team is not playing well. You are losing a game in career mode. I don't know if some people are still playing career mode. And you drop, you stop, redo the game. You redo. No, that's not FIFA, guys. Or you're playing one team, then you're playing a next team, then you're playing a next team. You take the great one. Yeah, you love. How can I say? You love Paris Saint-Germain because they are fast. They are playing with Paris Saint-Germain. Next year there is a cheat code. Real Madrid is stronger because they won the Champions League. And you're playing. No, this is not guys. This is not loyalty. This is not football. You stay and you stick with your team from the beginning to the end. And I'm not saying that Eli is saying that, but it's hard. Of course it's hard. But it's cycles. Imagine Milan fans for 10 years. Imagine Inter fans for 10 years. Imagine a Bologna fan that knows that since that he's young that he will probably never win a Scudetto in his life. Probably never. Probably never. It's hard. It's hard to support a team. But that's also the beauty, because imagine if you are going through this period where Juventus has objectively some difficulties. We have to be honest. We have some difficulties. If you go through this pain today, how more beautiful it will be when we will win. Because Juventus, and that's why I'm going back to Sergio with his comment, Juventus is growing. How long will it take? I don't know. Maybe 1 year. Maybe we will win already this year. Maybe that VAR episode will touch them in the heart. Maybe yes. And maybe they will say, now it's over. We have to go back. We have to go back and play with some dignity that in certain moments we were not able to do. Maybe it will wake up everyone. But we saw some progress. If you are here to tell me we saw zero progress, guy, then you are not watching the games of football. Then you are not watching the games. It's easy to throw the stone. Here, we're throwing the stone. Bad, bad, bad. No, we have to stick together. And we, on the channel, we will try to have some solutions for the next games. I don't know what will be the result of Benfica. But we have to play also versus Monza, versus Bologna, versus Milan. We have 32 games to go in Serie A. We have 5 games to go in Champions League. And we have to go through the qualification of Champions League. We have to win. We have to win. We can't just stop. We have to find the solutions. Let me say hello to all the other peoples. Gravush, my friend Henrik, is saying after the goal of Milik at the VAR display why we see a Salernitana official and also player on the left side of the referee. Look, it was a really big confusion, buddy. It was a really big confusion that nobody understood nothing about that. But it was a disaster. But everyone entered. Everyone entered the field. But you are correct. All these people should never enter the pitch. Never. Because they created an even more disgusting point. Ciao, that Calcio boy that is saying the VAR officials are crazy. Yes, and it's not the first time. And that's what is annoying me. Because, again, and I repeat myself, you can do whatever you want, but these decisions are influencing the game. Ciao, Marian. Ciao, Beppe. Any prediction for the game of Wednesday? Wait. We just heard that the Locatelli and Rabiot probably they will not be able to play, so we'll have to understand who is ready, and we'll be able only tomorrow to understand. Ciao, Michael Razo. Michael 10, how to come back? The coach has to do something. Plan a better strategy. Find the best formation. It's all on him. No more excuses. We have to start winning. There are some parts where I agree, and then I go immediately to Jamie Drummer. So there are some parts where I agree with you. It's all on him. I don't agree. No, I don't agree. Because you win as a team, you lose as a team. Of course, it's easier to sack a coach than an entire team. It's impossible to fire and to dismiss an entire team. All on him, I don't agree. I don't agree. If you are really objective, Michael, no, it's not all on a coach. Because if a coach wants to play with Chiesa, but Chiesa is not there, what do? It's not all on the coach. If a coach wants to play with Rabiot and Locatelli but they are still injured, it's not because of the coach. Then it's maybe because of the physiotherapist, maybe because of the athletic coach. Yes, maybe, but it's not only on the coach. So it's a team. You win together, you lose together. And I believe the first thing, it's not starting to point finger at one person saying it's you now, now or never. No. All accountable, because then it's easy, Then it's easy. Ciao, Roberto Gallo. Then it's easy. But it's the coach. But also the message that we are giving to the players. The message that we are giving to the players, writing on social media. We don't care. It's Allegri. That's what they will think. That's what they will think. That's what they will say. We don't care. It's Allegri. If we don't win, it's Allegri. And probably 1 or 2 players here in the middle. Let's say For some part that are not living in USA, it's McKennie, it's Keane, and it's Cuadrado. For the other ones, it's Keane, Cuadrado, and I don't know, Vlahovic, maybe, because he's not scoring 10 goals per day. No, this is not how it works. This is not how it works. Then, changing something. Okay, let's speak about changing something. We already changed a lot of times. So some people are saying, let's not change and try to find stability instead of changing every moment. Some people are criticizing because we go from a 4-3-3 to a 3-5-2 to a 4-4-2 to a 4-3-1-2 for a 4-3-2-1. We are changing too much. Players out of position. Why are these players out of position? For two things. First of all, because we have to test to find that stability. That's the first thing. And understanding if they are able to do it or not. The second point is because due to the fact that we have so many injuries, the same players have to play game in, game out, game in, game out, game in, game out. So if we want to rest someone, we have to reinvent something. And this is a problem. So I don't say it's all on the coach. It's a lot on the coach. Yes. But what are the excuses, Michael? I didn't see anybody personally saying, Mamma mia, we were great yesterday, but it's because of VAR. I didn't see that. I didn't see. I saw some people saying, in some parts of the game we were better, but VAR robbed us. I saw other people saying, we were disgusting and VAR robbed us. I saw even other people saying, we were disgusting, we don't care about VAR. But nobody said, Mamma mia, we were great, we were fantastic. I didn't hear that. So excuses, I didn't hear them. We were not great and we will not be great. Let me go to all the other people because Jamie is waiting, and also Henrik and Massimo Pegoli that is just giving 5 memberships on the channel at the first day. That's the first time I'm smiling. Since yesterday before the game, it's the first time I'm smiling. Ciao Anthony Trimboli. Ciao Poli Barra. Tariq is there as well. Tariq is angry. I know that he's angry momently, and it's correct to be angry. Ciao Michael Razo. Still and laughing my ass off. I don't know why. I'm late. I would love a Juve win. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Imagine how much I want to. Ciao, helicopter. Tariq again. Ciao, my friend Anthony. They are speaking between them. Ciao, Elias. Gravush again. Today you have a lot of inside discussion. Ciao, John Doe. Loud and clear. That's Mamma mia. I'm super late. Let's go faster. Let's go faster. Let's go faster. Ciao, Rami Bules. Lui Pace, Alessio, Nini is there, my great friend Antonio as well. Model Piero, I think Milik will start from the beginning. Should be, could be. Attenzione to Grimaldo, great left back, and they have a left back. We have some difficulties with the left backs. So where is my friend Jamie Drummer? I don't see the message of Jamie. Here he is. Thank you for the donation, Jamie. So I try to recuperate now. One positive, Milik signing seems to be a success. Look, this is another thing that I didn't want him. I never wanted him. Because it's not the first time that we are speaking about Milik. I never wanted him until I made a video, I'm speaking about 2 years ago, where I said, you know that it could make sense, Milik, not as a starter, but you know that it could make sense, Milik, but I don't want him. I don't change opinion, but it could make sense. So I was trying to auto-convince me that it had a meaning. Then this year, when the name of Milik came, I said, okay, I want Milik at one condition, that Milik is the one that is also bringing me Paredes. Because if we don't say yes to Depay, but we have nobody, just Milik, then I'm not happy. Then it's not enough. If you bring me also Paredes, that didn't play that great yesterday. He didn't play that great. Beginning, yes, then he disappeared also. Condition problem, I don't know. But the guy is even surprising me. And I believe everyone, just saying how much of football sometimes we think we know, and then we see the reality that is totally different. At the moment, Milik is in super form. At the moment, he's not the bench player that I was thinking and that a lot of people were thinking. At the moment, he's a starter. He's a starter. How long will it be like that? I don't know. I always said, attenzione, he was the hair of Higuain at Napoli. So the guy, he has qualities. He showed it at Ajax. He started to show it at Napoli. Then he had these injuries. But the guy is surprisingly doing well. Alejandro Paredes is saying he's a really great surprise. Ciao, Dr. Wills. I agree. Ciao, Allen. Ciao, Allen. A big surprise. Positive surprise. We will miss him versus Monza, but he could rest that day. But we will have to use him versus Benfica. And I believe he will start. That's one of the guys that is top in form. He should start, I believe. Thank you for the donation, Jamie, and beautiful one. €1,000,000 question. When was the last time Juve played the same lineup 2 games in a row? I believe it's even before Allegri. Before Pirlo, I believe, as well. It's a long time ago. I can't answer that. Is that the L that threw shade at Rabona? Nah, tomorrow is here. Our friend Rabona. He was there at the Turin Giants today, our friend. Massimo, grande Massimo. No, I forgot first Gravush. Wait, first Gravush. Henrik is saying, Beppe, let's be calm before the decisive months. I agree. And it's hard. It's hard to stay calm today. It's hard because we are Juve fans and we are used to these big wins. We are used to have a team not always playing champagne football, but at least doing better. We are not used to see Juventus at 8, even if it's only 4 points. It's only 4 points, but still, we are 8. It hurts to see these kind of numbers in the ranking. But I agree that if, like our friend Henrik is saying, if we are not calm, if we start lose our head, then it's even worse. But for everyone, now it's time to use the energy that was, unfortunately, given by the VAR. I was believing, guys, you know that I have a good memory in terms of what happened in the Juve world. 2015, 2016. After all these days, we had 5 points. 5 points in 6 match days. Today we have, how much? 10. We have 10. 5, it was a total different team. It was not the team of today. Now we are a team in rebuild, in search for something. Back then, we already had our team that came from victories. But anyway, 5, we were playing disaster. We lost versus Sassuolo. Sassuolo back then was not the same as the last year's Sassuolo. Attenzione. Versus Torino, we play a disaster game. Not a beautiful game at all. Last minute of the game, Quadrado scores. And he's changing the journey of Juve. The journey towards a Scudetto. Because that goal was the first game that we won from a streak of 15 games. 15 games that ended with a win versus Napoli, 1-0 with a goal at the 88th minute of Zaza. And then we lost, we drew the game after, but 15 in a row. 15 in a row. Because of an episode that gave us a boost. Yesterday, the winning versus, and I will answer Alan, that is a really great question. The winning versus Salernitana, how we did it could have been the start. Unfortunately, we didn't win. Now we have to use the negative energy that was given by that disallowed goal, take it and put it in the locker rooms on the screen that we enter with blood in our eyes on the field. We have to show that, unfortunately, we have to be better. Better not only than our opponents, but better also than what happened yesterday, because they took us away a victory. Deserved to the game? No. But a victory. Massimo Pegoli, thank you. And thank you to Massimo Pegoli for the 5 gifts that he gave on the channel. He gave them to Shervin, to Ryan, to Roberto Gallo, to Haitam Charara, and to Lord Chuck. So if these people are here in the chat, guys, say thank you to Massimo Pegoli that gave 5 subscriptions to the people in the chat. Fantastic. Grande Massimo. Even though we were robbed by VAR and deserved to win, we didn't play well. But it was good to see some grinta as we did in the second half of Paris Saint-Germain. Look, I watched the game again. Massimo, thank you for the donation, buddy. I was thinking, honestly, that we played better in the second half. And I tell you the truth, not really. Not really. I have I have split the game in 4 moments. The first one are the first 18 minutes, when some people like Sergio earlier was asking which things did you see better, Beppe? Well, let me go on Instagram. I received a message today from Zakir, I believe, private message that I wanted to show you, because if I speak, then you will tell me you're lying. I don't like to lie to you. So I have it. So here, 90 minutes of the game, when we concede the goal. Right before that, and that's the first part that I want to analyze, we have 80% possession. Guys, it's here. You can see it with your eyes. 80% possession. All the other stats are not there, unfortunately. We concede, but I can guarantee you that we were really precise in terms of passes. The pass accuracy was there. It was not a sterile possession. That's the difference, because sometimes you have the possession just because you are in our half. It's not true. In the first 18 minutes before that goal, we are playing really well. How are we playing well? Because we are playing vertical with Paredes that comes, take the ball, immediately playing vertical. Miretti that is able to play between the lines, and an involved McKennie that was in every single moment of the game. He was there pressing, but also having a fixed position that was in the middle of the field, allowing Miretti to go up without any problem because he was staying next to Paredes. Paredes was building. McKennie was doing one touches more on the right side with the Cuadrado. Unfortunately, in these 18 minutes, we did 3 mistakes. And that's why I'm saying we are absolutely not perfect. But here we go 2 times on target with Miretti, with something totally amazing. We are playing a bit faster. We are trying. The problem is that in these moments we are doing 3 mistakes. The first one at the 3rd minute. Guys, if you don't believe me, I know that sometimes I have to convince you. I wrote every single episode of the game. I wrote everything. So, the first thing is at the 3rd minute and 30 seconds with Bremer that is not able to catch a ball. Piontek is going on target, nearly. He's going on the ball and then he shot wide, so it's not on target, but with the first attempt. Then we are doing another mistake with Cuadrado. It's Ahmed the GOAT. Guys, don't call me on Instagram. What are you doing? Are you crazy? They're doing video chat, like if I would answer. Ahmed the GOAT. The GOAT. No, Ahmed, if you're watching, I'm live. I will not answer you. So, and anyway, it's like 1 a.m. in the morning. I don't take video calls like that, just like that, because people want to do the video calls. Anyway, I don't know why you're calling me Ahmed the GOAT. But, Cuadrado is doing a second mistake. He's doing his first mistake after Bremer, and then the third one that comes that is not able to catch that ball. The guy on the left, what a player from Salernitana, and he's killing us. It's Ahmed the GOAT, guys. What do you want me to say? What is happening is that Juventus, from that moment, and that's the first moment, from that moment, they are totally lost. What's happening is Paredes is not able to play vertical anymore. Why? Because McKennie is going up, and he's not protecting anymore. He's going up, Miretti is going up, Paredes has no solution anymore because they are behind the line of players. So he's going, and we are starting to play on the right and on the left. And this is a problem because we start to be predictable, especially with the Cuadrado that has no energy anymore. He's out. He's tired. He needs to rest. He needs absolutely to rest. He will rest versus Monza. In a way, luckily. On the other hand, who do we play? We are starting to play like that, and we are convincing Salernitana that they can do something in our home. And this is not okay. And it continued like that until the 50th minute. in the 50th minute, we found, thanks to Kostic, beautiful dribble. He's taking the ball, perfect cross, Bremer goal. I believe at that moment, andiamo ragazzi, andiamo, we have time, we can win. And no, because what is Juventus doing is keeping the ball for the remaining part of the game, but really the remaining part of the game, remaining with the ball, passing it, but without being dangerous. A few times, Vlahovic really near to the post, then the goalkeeper saved it. Milik after an assist of Soule, but we are speaking already at the 80th minute, touching the bar. A few of these things, but not really dangerous. And playing slow, without idea, a bit confused. We were not great. Yes, we didn't risk anything. Yes, we had the domination. We were dominant in that field. A lot of good things also. But not a team that needs to go back by losing from Salernitana 2-1. When do we see it? And that's the fourth and last part. It's only in the 3 last minutes. 92nd minute with that penalty, and then at 95th where we win the game. So, was it versus Paris Saint-Germain in the second half? We played a lot better. A lot better. Versus Salernitana, I believe that we had to do better. That's what I believe, That's what I believe. So, thank you for a donation, and thank you for the gift, Massimo. So, let's continue, because we have Andrew Finnin. No, it's not true. We have Henrik. Did we read Henrik? Let's calm before the decisive moments. Yes, we read. Thank you for 7 months. 10 months for Andrew Finnin, that is saying Beppe. I have been member for 10 months here. Ciao Beppe, seeing this speaks of the offside hurts. There are a lot, There are a lot, absolutely. I know. For people, I believe that everyone, the world saw it. Because we went also on French television. We went on Spanish papers, on Marca. Went a bit everywhere. So you see here I was explaining 8 seconds. This is how long the referee stayed in front of the monitor between the 97:22 and the 97:30. So it's 8 seconds to take a game-changing decision. How many images, angles, frames did he see in 8 seconds? Which images or image were selected from the 93rd 54 when we score and the 95th 36? So 2 minutes they decided to send us to the VAR. And that's the thing, because the referee is going already with the decision. I know that I will cancel the goal. That's why he's going there, because you already know. Then we all saw them, We all saw them here. Candreva, that was a goal, because we didn't even speak about it. But that first goal of Candreva, he's touching it with his hand. And then, if VAR is not able to have these images to understand that Bonucci is at 3.42 m and Candreva is at 2.19 m, then there is a big problem, There is a really, really, really big problem. It is what it is, guys. So, thank you, Andrew. But I wanted to come back to Allen. Allen, that is saying something super important. A really great message. Fino alla fine, Massimo. Grande, Massimo. Wait, let me go back. Here. Allen, thank you for the donation, Allen. Really beautiful message, an important one. Beppe, the silent in management frustrates me, which makes us weak in front of the federation. No statement came out after the disaster of yesterday. Okay. Are you sure that Juventus didn't speak with the people they had to speak with? It's a question. Juventus will never do like, and luckily, will never do like Aurelio De Laurentiis, meaning going on a scooter and saying fuck you to everyone. He will never do that. Juventus will never do that. It's impossible. Juventus will not go with really strange statements and so on Twitter just to make sure that the people are happy. This is not what Juventus does. But it's not because Juventus is not putting it on Twitter or is giving it to the fans that they are not doing it. And that's really important. What is more important? That Juventus put it on Twitter so that everyone is saying, hey, look at my club. They are not happy, or that they are actually doing it? I prefer my club doing it. I don't know if they do or not. The only thing I can tell you is that today at 4 p.m. I was on Juventus Twitch. I was on Juventus Twitch with Enrico Zambruno, and we were speaking for 1 hour about that episode on the official channel of Twitch Juventus. Maybe you think it's Twitch, so it's a game, we can speak about whatever we want. No, here I can do whatever I want. On the Juve channel, we have to pay attention what you say, what you don't say, and so on, because it's normal. You are on the official channel of Juve, so you have some standards to respect, you have some club DNA to speak about. You don't just go and speak whatever you want to. I have a lot of freedom. Twitch is a lot of freedom from Twitch. Nobody's telling me, Beppe, you can't scream, you can't do this. I do whatever I want. But of course, you have to follow a line. Today, for 1 hour, we spoke about that episode, and we are never speaking about episodes. Never. We can do it in a sentence. Yeah, I believe it was a mistake. I believe it was a penalty. I think that we deserve that goal. We can say it. For 1 hour? For 1 hour? So, Alan, if I can reassure you like this, I hope that you understand the silent message
La Juve.
that I'm telling you. If I speak in Italian on the Juventus Twitch channel 1 hour about an episode, it means that Juventus is not happy with what happened yesterday. By the way, it's not true that nobody speaks about it. Allegri spoke yesterday immediately in conference, and by the way, it's thanks to Allegri that pointed it out. It's thanks to Allegri that everyone were searching and starting to search these images, because he said it immediately. He saw it immediately. And then Bonucci spoke about it. So we already had 2 official persons that spoke about it. The coach, the captain. And Juventus Twitch today was live speaking and showing the images of that. Asking ourselves what happened, because we didn't understand why that goal was cancelled. And we took a really big statement in saying, for us, this goal should never has been disallowed. So that was my explanation. I understand that it's frustrating, but don't believe all the people on the internet that are saying Juventus does nothing, Juventus is a shit club because they don't speak, they don't defend. What you can say is, we as fans on Twitter, we don't see it. On that one, I agree, but it's different. It's totally different. We don't see it, we are not aware of it, and they don't do. Totally different. Then, what did Juventus do? I don't know. I'm not in the offices together with them. I don't know if they called, if they did. I have no idea. And even if I knew, I would never tell you. What I tell you is that today, for 1 hour, on the Juventus Twitch channel, we spoke about an episode. That's what I wanted to tell you. Daniel Abdenur, ciao grande, hi Beppe, it's frustrating, a frustrating couple of days, but if we come away with a win versus Benfica, then it was all worth it. I agree, we are playing better than before, I can see it, but we are playing a bit better. We are not at the standard, but what you expect, guys, seriously, sometimes some people are making me angry, because there is no patience anymore. You want that from a team that was 2 years in a row fourth, 2 years in a row fourth, I have some problems. Did you notice that I have some problems sometimes? But you are expecting from a team that all of you are judging, and Rabiot is bad, and this player is bad, and this one is bad, and this one we don't like, and Quadrado is finished, and Keane is not a football player, and Rogani, why? You are expecting from one day to another Then with the same players that we are totally changing. With new players that we are immediately changing. No, guys. No. We need to see progression that we didn't see in all games. And on that one, I agree. But we didn't have Milik, Paredes, Kostic in all games of the season. We started to play versus Sassuolo after the cooling break, and that was one. Second game versus Sampdoria was a disaster. Was a disaster, Sampdoria. Third game versus who? I don't remember now. The order, the ranking of the games. Was it Roma? Roma, you saw progression. 190 minutes? No, 60 minutes progression. Beautiful Juve. 60 minutes, not 90. The fourth game we are playing versus Spezia, we win. With not a really great game. 10 minutes, wow. We give the ball for 80 minutes, we score at the end, and we are securing it. Fifth game is versus, I don't remember now. Ahmed the Goat is calling me, guys. What do? We answer Ahmed the Goat. Let's answer Ahmed the Goat. I don't know. Wait. Hey, guys. We don't see. We just hear. Ciao, Ahmed the Goat. Hey, you have to speak, Ahmed.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Yes. Tell me.
Juventus suck.
Mamma mia, that's a beautiful message that you are sending. You know that you have 300 people. It's over. He's over. Ahmed the Goat, he told me that Juventus was a... Mamma mia, you see? This is an epic moment. This is an epic moment. I don't know how to react to these kind of things. Oh my god. Mamma mia. He called me on Instagram to tell me this. You know why I'm laughing seriously, because I was doing the same when I was YouTube was not existing, but when I was a kid. Mamma mia, he kills me. I have to admit, Ahmed, if you are watching the live, you deserve a like, because I was not expecting it. You fooled me. Grande Ahmed. Grande Ahmed. Bravo Ahmed. Yeah, I was trolled. We have to admit it, huh? Ahmed the Goat. Ahmed the Goat. It was a kid, of course it was a kid, but wait. We will call him back. Let's see if he will answer. Let's see. He's watching. At least he's watching the live, huh? He's watching the live. Ahmed, I will call you. We'll say Forza Juve. Ahmed. How do we call here? Here. Ahmed the Goat. Let's call
Juve,
Ahmed the
Juve.
Goat. Will he answer? I don't believe he will answer. Ciao Ahmed. Forza Juve Ahmed. He's answering. Guys, Forza Juve Ahmed.
I'm just kidding. Juventus are good.
Say it louder, Ahmed.
I'm just kidding. Juventus are good.
Grande Ahmed. Forza Juve. Say Forza Juve to everyone.
Forza Juve.
Grande. Ciao, buddy. Good night.
Hey, let's go.
Now it's over, huh? Grande. You see, we convinced. We changed him. Now he's a Juventino, Ahmed the Goat. Grande Ahmed. That was the best moment of the life, guys. That was an epic moment of the life. So hey, we continue. We continue. It's difficult to continue now. Hey, Beppe, it's frustrating. Couple of days. It's true. We already read it actually by Daniel that we are playing better. But I saw some progression. I saw, but of course we are not there yet, and there is a long way to go. Huh? There is a long way to go. A long way. He said Forza Juve. Yeah, of course he said Forza Juve. Thank you, Thomas, to write me and give me the idea to call him back. You see, never give up. Never give up. Now it's a Juventino for life. The Scudetto comeback that season that triggered by the comeback, but the team had much higher It's true. It's true. 2015-16 was totally different. It's true. They already knew they had experience of what it was to win. Grande Roberto, Ryan is there. He said thank you. That's all the messages for Massimo. New York, Juventino, ciao my friend, just coming in. I hope you enjoyed our great moment with our friend. Attenzione, because there is a few people that I want to say thank you, of course. Ricky, Katana, Massimo again, and Fedia. But let me take a moment just to say thank you to Fedia. Because yesterday, Fedia, he was there. He was there during the live, and today I spoke about you in my video, because when there was the shutdown of the camera, everything was gone. And later I saw that you also wrote a message. I believe it was about going into appeal for the decision. So I already answered it in the video. If you didn't see it, we can't go into appeal. It will never happen. So you can complain, you can make a statement, you can do whatever you want. Maybe it will arrive or not. Maybe you can do it secretly, maybe not. But you can't, the game will not be played. The game will not be played. So thank you, Fedja. And I will read your message, of course, in a second. G just kept my 11-month membership in the beginning because you were too fast. 38 minutes ago. You were too fast, but here you go with still angry, disappointed, confused, but we have to win against Benfica. I can't pinpoint why we lack so much consistency the last years, but dai, vediamo. But I agree, that's one of the points. We need to find consistency. Yesterday, Bonucci said something. He said something super important. He said, Beppe. No, he said Beppe. I'm still confused with the goat. The goat, he fooled me. Martina, you just missed an epic moment on the live. Martina, ciao Martina. You missed a big moment. It was just amazing with Ahmed the goat. But yesterday he said something important. He said, we are on roller coasters. And this is not okay. When you are at Juventus, you can't just be on roller coaster. Giving a half to an opponent, giving 20 minutes to an opponent, whatever team we are not entering as we should. It is a roller coaster and we need stability. Stability and consistency in results. So I totally agree with your message, Alessio, that I missed earlier. But I'm not missing Ricky, who's saying, Beppe, thank you for the live chat. And no, Ricky, you don't have to thank me. Thank you, Ricky, for being here together with us. Grande Ricky. At least we had some fun. It was a long time ago that we didn't laugh. Massimo, even... Wait, Massimo. Hey, you wrote... How many messages did you write? No. Need to bring back Moggi to sort out our referees. Hey, you know that a lot of people today were speaking about Moggi. At a certain moment, he was also trendy on Twitter about the name of Moggi. Well, guys, you know when people are telling me, Beppe, you can't speak about referee. For me, there is a battle inside of me between speaking about referees and no. I said it this morning in the video. If you use the referees as an excuse, then it's not okay. Then you are a loser. Because you are not taking your own responsibility. It's because of the ref. Because of the ref can happen one time, but not a season. You can't excuse your incapacity to do better because of the ref. And then we don't agree. And then I agree that you can't use it. On the other hand, it's probably because we are always silent, because we always say, attention, because we received a message. Wait, let me check. Strong message. Strong message. Strong message. I finished this. Massimo, Fedia, Victor, Katana, and then I read you the message that I received. Moi will probably translate it in the Telegram group. So, I have that battle between not speaking, and then the other one is just staying silent. Because why should we always stay silent? Yesterday it was a daylight robbery. It was a daylight robbery, and probably because we never speak. And because we never spoke in the past, Calciopoli, where there was no Twitter, there was not the voice of the supporter, they were just reading and consuming information. Today we are in an era where we interact. And probably at the time back then, where they were saying that Juventus was robbing this, robbing that, with all the smartphones, with all our database of pictures, of video, of everything, probably today, with all the voices that we would have defended ourselves and our club a lot more than today. And probably going to second division would never have happened. Probably it would never have happened. So that's my battle. Not using it as an excuse, never. But speaking after something like yesterday, yes. And Massimo is saying, Moji was someone like that. He was putting a lot of pressure. And he was not loved. Ciao Karim, ciao Ali, ciao Sasa, grande Sasa. Matej versus Benfica, it's a must-win game, absolutely. Katana, Remy, it will not happen at the internal discussion, but Katana, he renewed for the 10 consecutive months. He said, Juve will get over this. Max need to step up. And that's a total different message, one that I really like. I really like that one of Katana. Max will need to step up. And on that one, I agree. You know what I told you, I don't know if I told you here or I told you on Juventibus. I said, I don't feel Massimiliano Allegri, 100% Massimiliano Allegri. In the press conferences, I feel that there is something that is annoying him. It's not the same. I don't receive that motivational part for him through his words and so on and so on. Before Salernitana, I saw already a total different Massimiliano Allegri. And at that goal of the 3-2, I never saw, even versus big teams, Barcelona win, Manchester win, Real Madrid win, I never saw, or really rarely, an Allegri celebrating like that. Or he's not celebrating, or at the end of the game, after a win last minute, he's going into the locker room and probably celebrating alone, or I don't know what he's doing. I never saw him celebrating like that. It's just to tell you how much he really wanted to win. So here we are now in the ends for him. We did, and he fooled me. It's because of you guys. It's because of you that I was fooled. But we made it good later. Let me go to Fedia. Fedia, I answered your earlier question. If Cristiano Ronaldo is the GOAT, Beppe is the boat. Best of all time. Grande Fedia. I'm happy to read that one. Grande. Thank you for the donation, buddy. Victor Cano. And then we go to the other messages. And let me give a big kiss to Martina Beda. And Jose. I don't know if Jose is watching the live or not. Ciao Beppe. To me, it's a failure of communication. The fans are angry and the private talks correct nothing. And the club looks weak by saying nothing. Can be, Victor. It can be. It's a direction that Juventus chose long time ago to not speak publicly. I can understand because indeed fans are angry because they don't know. He's sleeping. He's sick. Martin is... Get better, Jose. Fans are angry because they don't know if they are not doing. Correct nothing, I don't agree. Because Juventus is a team that is going only for big matters. For the rest, you remember. But on the other hand, guys, Looks like you don't know what's happening. When Agnelli, a few years ago, he was saying, we are surrounded by enemies. Who do you think he's talking about? He's talking about everyone. And this is why Juventus is the most loved club in Italy, but also the most hated club in Italy. Juventus is a team that is loved and hated equally. Who cares about Bologna? Or you're a big supporter of Bologna, you love Bologna. Probably, if you're the city next to it, you don't like Bologna. Maybe because there was a coach that you didn't like, you have a bad memory because one day you lost versus Bologna, and you have a bad memory, so you don't like Bologna. But in Italy, it's not that they have a problem with Bologna. They have a problem with Juve. Everyone has a common point. They all hate Juve. Napoli fans hate Juve. Inter fans, Milan fans, Fiorentina fans. They all hate Juve. They all hate Juve. And he's saying it. We are surrounded by enemies. Now, the problem is that some people are acting, and now I'm speaking about our own people. Our own people are starting to act sometimes like enemies. And this is what is hurting me a lot. Marco Meolo, sorry guys, if today I can't put all the animations, it's totally normal because everything I explained in the beginning of the live, everything was gone. I had to start from scratch, so I put the basic comments. Thank you, Victor. I kind of agree with you. Then maybe tomorrow we wake up and we see a statement. Maybe, huh? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. New member, GT, my friend GT Grande, who's just becoming a member of the channel. Grande, thank you. Really, really appreciate it. Let me read you the messages. And normally I can share it, but this time no. So there are a few messages, huh? So let's start with okay, let's go with Marelli, ex-referee, a big one, that is now on television giving his opinion, not always right, because sometimes it's because he's an ex-referee that is always right. Anyway, but he's stating something really strong. He's saying, the fact that the referee stayed only 3 seconds in front of the VAR monitor tells you that he already went there with the idea of following the assessment by the VAR. This is exactly what we were seeing 10 minutes ago. That's one message. He also said, irrespective of Candreva's position, I still believe that the position of Bonucci is not punishable and that the referee shouldn't be called up by the VAR. We go to Ciro Ferrara, ex-Juve, ex-Napoli, but especially ex-Juve. He said, Quadrado was being dribbled easily. Maybe there is a physical problem, but we all said it. I didn't understand the choice of Max to continue to play him. I really didn't understand why he was doing that. Really not. And we saw it, how easily he was passed. Too much, too easy. He said maybe a physical problem. The Salernitana players were running 40-50 meters with the ball without opposition. I saw Moiskin run a couple of times till the limit of their side to tackle the opponents. We go to another message. From Pjanic to DAZN, because he was there as well, he said, I see that Juve are criticized a lot, Allegri as well. But the players should also be held responsible and understand what they need to do more. Guys, apparently I can go on television with Ferrara, with Pjanic, and with the referee, because I said here, we said exactly the same. When some people were saying, now he has to show up, we agree. Nobody's saying that he's a holy Allegri, everything is going well. No, we all said the same thing. He needs to step up. But not blaming one. Because if you're starting with individuals, it's it's over. Everyone needs to step up. How is it possible? And this is the question that I am asking myself. I am really sincerely asking myself. How is it possible that a team in 1 week that is not following the coach, let's assume they are not following the coach. How is it possible that they wake up in second half with a tactical tactical change of Massimiliano Allegri to put Weston McKennie, and that is doing super great versus Paris Saint-Germain, and we were about to equalize. And Paris Saint-Germain is stronger than Juve, objectively. A team that is not following the referee, the coach, they are not doing that. A few days later, they go and win versus Salernitana. But more important, the 18 first minutes of the game, they have an idea of football. Perfect? No. But an idea of football. Going left, going right, going centrally, vertical, what we were asking. Paredes is coming in press conference, he's saying the coach asked me to play vertical. And that's what he's doing, he's playing vertical. Miretti, the young players, we are giving them a chance. It's phenomenal, Miretti. Phenomenal. But how is it possible then, if they don't like the coach, that they are following? Hey, they believe, oh, let's play 80 minutes, then we stop. No. So the coach needs to find the way for them to continue to perform like the beginning of the game or the reaction versus Paris Saint-Germain for 90 minutes. He needs to find it. If there are some injuries, it is what it is. You have to involve the other more so that they are able to perform better. But the players need to step up as well. It's an all. It's a 360 degree. Why is Allegri playing with Keane? He saw him really well in training, but then he's not giving what you need in the game, and it's not the first time. So you don't start until you prove me that you are able to start to play well. You don't start the game because it's too dangerous. Maybe mistake here. Mistake there, a sub, a change. Some people were saying, Beppe, we were absolutely not happy with the changes that he did. Why Kostic for Danilo, for example? I didn't understand. On the other hand, that change is giving us the win. Because we win at the end. We win the game yesterday. I continue to say it. We won it. We won the game. Thanks to Danilo, he scored no. But the change gave us the win. I don't know. So, ciao Ale. Nice haircut, huh? I saw. It's better now, huh? Better. You see? Bit by bit, you will finish like me. That's the best I hope for you. Imagine Twitter during Calcio Day. That would have been crazy. But it's not over, huh? Because that's one message of Pjanic, but we have another one. Massimo Mauro, ex-Napoli, but also ex-Juve player. He's saying, pay attention, huh? That's an important message. Hopefully you're ready for this one. The VAR was introduced to prevent Juventus from continuing to win Scudetti. I didn't say it. It's Massimo Mauro who is saying it. Ciao Risencross. Guys, I want your opinion about that. Then I will give you my opinion. Without going too much in detail, otherwise they will bring me in jail. But Jimmy doesn't agree. Jim doesn't agree. Javi is saying yes, it's true. So we have a 1-1 at the moment. Enric is saying, can you repeat? So Massimo Mauro, ex-player, he said on television, so not written, maybe bad translated, on television. He said a few minutes ago, VAR was introduced to prevent Juventus from continuing to win Scudetti. Just to put you in context, Italy was the first country to launch and try VAR. Maybe I have to show you something before we continue to read. And now, of course, This is from 17-18, the teams and all the decision of VAR. In favor of Napoli, 41 decisions were in favor of Napoli. It doesn't mean they were correct or not correct or whatever. If it's the decision of VAR that alternated a decision from a referee that was in benefit of Napoli, 41. Not in favor of Napoli, 22. That's a difference of a positive of 19. 19 decision in favor of Napoli. Okay, maybe it's true, maybe not. Maybe it's true, maybe not. We don't know. Lazio, +9, +8 for Inter with 33 in favor, 25 against. Atalanta, 32-27, so +5. And then you see Roma with -1. Who do we see? Juventus with -18. Guys, -18. I remember the first official VAR decision when it was launched in Italy was against who? Was against Juve. Penalty. If I'm not wrong, Cagliari. Can someone remember that moment? Out of my mind, it was Cagliari, Juve in our stadium. First decision, penalty.
La Juve.
Penalty. Buffon saved it. Buffon saved the penalty. And I was celebrating that hard because I said I was doing some not appropriate gestures because I said you wanted 3-0 for Juve. It ended. They wanted to, and at the end we were stronger than VAR. Guys, these are facts. It's not me lying. I remember the first decision of going back in time to see something from I don't know how many seconds. It was against Juve. So many new rules that nobody knew. For example, Rabiot. You remember the goal of Pellegrini? That rocket last season touched the arm of Rabiot. That was like this, really. Sincerely. They found a decision, a book. They knew that rule that if you touch it with a part that is not and is going goal, it's cancelled. Yesterday, Candreva, it was okay. Yesterday, Candreva was okay. Rabiot last year, that was like that touched it like that. No. The other one is doing like this, it's goal. So, VAR is worldwide. Yes, of course. It's a good one, Anthony. It's not only in Italy. It's a decision that we would have to do it. Of course, we would have to follow it. But Italy was really fast in introducing it. They really wanted to do it. Really fast.
It's time.
And they did. And I see a lot of manipulation of VAR. Anyway, if we start having people like that saying it, guys, attenzione. Kylian, member for 3 months. Grande Kylian. Let's hope I don't miss anybody in the chat, because I know that sometimes you know what's happening with my brain. Marco Meola, I would say I agree, but VAR is in all major leagues, so probably not just for Juve. It's being used to hurt us though. But of course, VAR is not a creation from someone to say let's punish Juve. No, it's just that when they said, "Hey, we have VAR," Italy, give it. We will test. First penalty, first VAR decision ever versus Juve. Not for, you never know, maybe you're wrong, maybe you give it to Juve. No, against Juve. So many strange things I saw, guys, over the years. I don't agree for Canan. He doesn't agree. Respectfully, I see these kind of things. You know that's my battle, opening Gazzetta dello Sport. Some people are saying, Beppe, why are you still opening Gazzetta dello Sport? Because I need to see what they're saying. If I miss Gazzetta dello Sport, then maybe they're manipulating people like they did with Calciopoli. And then we don't know. It's not about thinking like losers. We already had it. Because we won. Also with VAR, we won. It's not because suddenly we have VAR that Juventus didn't win anymore. But stay black on white. It's written here, guys. I'm not inventing it. then we have to be stronger. Yes, it's not because of VAR that we are not winning. This is the difference, Alexander. It's not but we loser. It's not a mentality of losers. It's here. Oh, wait. It's here. How is it possible that you have a difference, a delta of 4? It's a delta of, it's a lot, minus 18 to plus 19. So it's a delta of 40. How is it possible? Can someone explain me that? If you're speaking about Lazio 9, Atalanta plus 5, okay, makes sense. Plus 19 and minus 18. It's a big problem, guys. It's a real big problem. I believe that they used it because, you know it, people are celebrating. We have a competitive league because a lot of people are able to win the league. No, competitive league is not a lot of people are able to win the league. A competitive league is not this. Competitive league is really simple. You have a lot of teams that are really strong, and then they are that strong that are competing versus each other, but also leveling everyone to the roof. Because I am strong, the other one, what will he do? And this is a mentality that I will explain you that I don't like in Italy. So it's human also. But you have one that is here, the other one is here. Instead of thinking, what can we do to join them, to become stronger, so that one day we can join them. What are they doing good? What not? Where can we improve? Look at ourselves. Instead of doing this, and if you are reaching, guys, the other one will see that the one is catching up, so it will go higher, and everyone will go higher. No, in Italy, what happened is that you see that someone is here. You see that someone is here. You are here. What do? You take him down, and you make him disappear. That's what happened with 2 words, what happened with Calciopoli. They found that Juventus was too strong. They took them, they put them down. This is what happened. Because Inter was not winning since 89. And they have spent more than everyone in the world in terms of money. This is what happened. And this is what is happening now. Juventus was winning 9 years in a row. They tried with really strange calendars. First, they tried to give us all the strong teams in the beginning. Then they changed and they gave us all the strong teams in the end. They didn't like it anymore. So they were doing one strong and an easy one. A strong and an easy one. They didn't change it every time. Last year, the calendars, because nobody's noticing it, but every time that we had to play Champions League the day after, international break. Every time that the international break was over, we played versus a big team. We played every single time versus a big team with our players that were traveling from Brazil, from Argentina. All these small things. That's what I believe. Then we have to be stronger. And then I agree. Read Francesco Ordine. I have to find it, guys, because Moi didn't translate it. Guys, I want to check it. Wait, let me go. I don't know where it is. And people are telling me go on Twitter, but I don't know. He said, no, this is something else. I don't have it, guys. I don't have it. I would love to read it, but I don't have it. Maybe I have to look for it, for the word Francesco Ordine. His message, or he was tagged? No. Then it's his name. I don't find it, guys. Tag me again if you want to, but at the moment I don't find it. So, maybe in the Telegram group before. Let me go and try to find it. I have it. And then I continue with Alan Yetarian. Yes, Alan Yetarian, Zaki, and GTip. So, Francesco Ordine, that is a Milan fan journalist, quite old, really well known. He said Juventus will voice their discontent to Rocchi and will add this mistake to what happened during the Coppa Italia final against Inter. And they are now expecting a step from Rocchi, at least of attention. Guys, while I am explaining, I don't remember to who was telling me, Beppe, we never speak, we are not happy. Alan, it was Alan. Alan was telling me, Beppe, look, the message is here. Juve will voice their discontent to Rocchi, that is responsible for Aya, for the referees, and they will add this to the mistakes that what happened during the Coppa Italia, because people, they forget already, People, they forget what happened in Coppa Italia. I don't forget versus Inter, what happened versus Inter. You see, that's another message that was important, just to confirm you that Juventus will do something while I was speaking. Allen is holding Allegri accountable for the choices of the players, such keeping and extending for De Sciglio, Rugani, Alexandro, and not pushing for fullbacks. Well, Allen, thank you for the donation, but you are wrong. You are wrong. For 2/3, you are wrong. You are wrong for 2/3. Rugani, Alexandro were not renewed. They were not renewed. They have one more year. One more year for sure, Alexandro, until the end of this year. Rugani, I'm hesitant. Is it 1 or 2 years, Rugani? Let me go on transfer market. I believe it's his... I'm doubting Rugani. 1 or 2 years. Let me check. Daniele Rugani, he has a contract with Juve until 2024. So this year and it's over. No, next year. So 2 years Rugani and 1 year for from Alexandro. Guys, Alexandro, I don't know if you are watching the lineups. Alexandro, when Allegri, he can put Alexandro out of the team, he's the first one to do it. When he has players enough to rotate, he's putting Alexandro on the bench. Did he play versus Paris Saint-Germain in the first half? One of the biggest important games of the season. Don't remember. I don't believe he started the game. I'm nearly sure he didn't start the game. So, Alex, if you want De Sciglio, yes, you're right. He extended him with half of the money. Was it only him, or was it also the management that said, because you know that we were paying attention to the money, to the finances, that said the people are on the bench, we can't give them a lot of money. If we have a player that is able to play on the left, on the right, with some consistency, for 1.5 million, we are making a good deal. We can discuss about De Sciglio. If you have the money to take Grimaldo instead of De Sciglio, you go for it. But I would have loved also to stop with De Sciglio, guys. I have nothing against the guy, yeah. But De Sciglio, what we are doing is we are moving the real problem. The real problem is not De Sciglio. The real problem is Alexandro. The real problem is that on the left there is nobody. And that De Sciglio is a starter of Juventus. This is the real problem. De Sciglio should never be the starter of Juventus. De Sciglio should be on the bench and giving some support in a Coppa Italia first round. He could give a support in the second half somewhere. Sometimes he can have like 10, 15 games and we are all happy with 1 million, 1.5 million euro salary on the bench. And we are happy because if you have a bit of knowledge about the history, and I know that Alan has, so it's not towards Alan, but if people have a bit of knowledge, I don't remember Juventus with 30 champions in their team. You always had these guys that were a bit more silent, humble,
La Juve.
but always working for the team in training and ready to step up when they had to. Attilio Lombardo, Pessotto, that had his moments of Juve, but there were some B players. But Alexandro, no. Rugani didn't renew him. By the way, Rugani was about to leave. They tried everything. Then if he doesn't want to leave, you can't put him here a gun and saying he'll leave. Hey, guys, he has a contract. He has a contract. By the way, Rugani was one of the lovers of Sarri, yeah? You know that, At Empoli was launched. It was one of the promises of Italian defense. So... De Sciglio, we agree. Rugani, Alexandro, no. De Sciglio will always stay there. Maybe it's a family. We don't know. We don't know. Jackie Warfa. Jackie Warfa, I think they are killing you. They killing you, Juve, with the interpretation of VAR. They are killing Juve with the interpretation of VAR. But yeah, I agree, Jackie. I agree. Yesterday was disaster. This is not acceptable. Absolutely not acceptable. Grazie, Zaki. I was showing actually your message. It's your message I received from Instagram that I was showing a bit earlier. Let me check if it's yours that I was showing. I'm not sure it was yours. No, it was from another Zakir. No, it's you. I'm not sure now if it's you or not. This one. Can you confirm me, Zakir, if this one is you or not? I need to know. Otherwise, I will not sleep tonight. No, it's no. It's another one. Anyway, we say hello to Zaki. I was thinking it was you. Now it's another one. Anyway, thank you, Zakir. GT, remarkable to think the VAR plus ref forgot about Candreva, who seems to be playing Bonucci onside by 50 centimeters. VAR is an absolute shambles. Hey, we made all the intro of today about that, and only about that, GT. Only about that. I know that you entered later, so you want to say it, and thank you for repeating it. But guys, you can't accept it. This is not loser mentality. What happened yesterday is a shame for the world of football. Happy birthday to Taha, Barcelona fan that always come in the chat to say hello. Grande Taha, happy birthday. And you will play Bayern. Guys, it's beautiful, because if you win, you will be really happy. If you lose, you will cry and you will go in bed and you will sleep really well. Because when you cry a lot, then you have no energy anymore and you sleep well. Happy birthday, Taha. But we can't accept it. It's just not like that. Thank you, GT. Grande GT. I remember when they disallowed a goal, Ciao Reisencross again, a Juve goal, and they pulled a line because Cristiano Ronaldo pinky was offside. But yet they missed Candreva's holy body law. But it's true. Remember it, huh? We remembered it. Cristiano Ronaldo, I remember I had this one. I put it over my head with a lot of water. Versus Udinese. 3-2, 84th minute, I believe. Grande Stavros. International break was obvious. Thank you that some people remember. Every single international break weekend, and Napoli, and Inter, and of course they are playing versus us. So it's true that also Inter is international break they play. But if it's one time versus Juve, but if you have 5 international breaks and every time Juve is playing versus a big, and the other teams are playing one time versus a big, there is something that is, I'm asking myself. Andy, grande Andy, ciao Beppe, sending you big hug, feeling your pain, having watched your post-match reaction. It was a disaster, huh? The live was a disaster. It was a disaster. The management are watching your stream. Thank you, management. Ciao, Nedved. Nedved is in the chat, is watching. And that's why they said, you know what, we will send a message. Rugani 24. David, ciao grande David. Juve ownership needs to correct the VAR issues. Talking in the newspaper will not solve the issue. But I agree with David. You have to fix it. You have to fix it. But they launched the message. They launched the message because they speak about it already. Yeah? So Juventus intentionally also, they launched the message that, guys, we will do something. We are not happy. I told you, today we spoke 1 hour on the Juventus Twitch channel about it. For people who wants to understand, Arlecchino, grande Arlecchino. It's not the first time that we see you on the channel, and I'm happy to see Arlecchino 75. Italian football is 20 years behind the Premier League and Bundesliga in terms of referees, stadiums, and quality. Juve is a big fish in a small pond that's drying out. Italian football needs a massive reboot. Yay. Then welcome on the channel. Welcome on the channel, Arlecchino, because this is what I'm trying to say. And trying to explain so many times to people, it's hard. It's hard when Juventus tried. Let's speak about before COVID. A lot of people, and I said it already, so it will be repetitive for some people that are always on the chat, but a lot of people are saying Cristiano Ronaldo was bought for winning the Champions League. I saw some journalists saying that. There are a lot of journalists, guys, that are speaking really bad about Juve. And they are saying that they are Juve fans. That's what hurts me the most. If in difficult times you're not even able to defend as a journalist, as a big voice with podcast, with big follow and so on. If you're not able to defend a bit your Juve, and if you are not defending because you don't agree, at least asking for other people to respect it instead of mocking your Juve, I will never agree with that. In difficult moments. Sometimes you need help. Sometimes you have also a duty as a Juve fan. Between us, we can say whatever we want. With the outside world, I don't like. I really don't like. But these people, they are speaking and they have no idea what they are speaking about. They say Cristiano Ronaldo was bought to win the Champions League. Well, of course, it's the dream. Of course, from a dream, it becomes a target. And that's the difference. Juventus Champions League was a dream. Cristiano Ronaldo, Champions League becomes a target. Of course. You want to win the Champions League with Cristiano Ronaldo, with a team that arrived in the final 2 times in a row. You have a Cristiano Ronaldo, should give you that impulse to go a bit higher to win the Champions League. But that's not the main reason why Cristiano Ronaldo was bought. Cristiano Ronaldo was bought for 2 big reasons. One, smaller one, but still, it's to try to win the Champions League, give the team that impulse, a small percentage. But the biggest one is because in Italy, Juventus already reached at that time the roof of entries. What does that mean? That in terms of entries, you could grow with small percentages, but not with a massive growth. Why does Juventus want to continue to grow? Not because people are blah, blah, blah. It's a business. They don't care about the fan. All these stories that you read online by frustrated people. No. It's because Juventus, at that time, they said, we know what is happening with Premier League, with owners like Paris Saint-Germain to compete versus Real Madrid and Barcelona, Newcastle and so on. If you can't grow your revenues, your entries, you can't become a bigger club. That means that you are not able to invest anymore in big players, you are not able to invest in infrastructures, you are not able to do this, you are less attractive, and you will compete in Serie A. Juventus said, we have reached already and did everything we could in Italy to grow. Now we have to check abroad. And we had that opportunity of Cristiano Ronaldo. Thanks to Cristiano Ronaldo, he brought a big attention to Juve, but also to Serie A, to the league of Serie A. He came, and we have to be honest with that. There is no shame. The follow that Cristiano Ronaldo has is crazy. I know it also. The channel boomed. It was big. I started already with Cristiano Ronaldo. I saw the opposite. I saw a lot of people leaving because Cristiano Ronaldo left. But due to that international bigger appeal and so on, Juventus was able to reach some markets that they were not able to do before. Why do they do that? To have these entries to be able to compete. The plan was Cristiano Ronaldo to start with De Ligt that came. Pogba should have come 2 years earlier. 2-3 years earlier. Pogba already. And continuing to build. COVID, it's over. Probably Juventus, they saw a bit bigger and they were not ready to do it. And we made a mistake. We made a mistake that we are paying the consequences today. We made the mistake. We are paying today the consequences. But am I angry about Juve because we did that mistake? No. Because if you didn't do if you don't try in life, you will never change. You will never have the answer of what it could have been. COVID came out of the way. It's not only about COVID, but COVID changed. Hey guys, what do you want? International appeal with closed stadium without supporters. It's not beautiful, huh? Cristiano Ronaldo alone in the stadium. So Cristiano Ronaldo was brought for that reason, what Arlecchino is saying, not to compete to win the Champions League. We have to win the Champions League today with Cristiano. No, if it was beautiful, but to be able to grow and to have more revenues to be able to compete with the big fishes. Because Serie A is not able to give you that at the moment today. Serie A is behind, as Arlecchino is saying, in stadium quality, in a lot, in communication, in this. In what I was explaining you about culture. When you have someone that is here, instead of growing and trying to catch him, what are we doing in Italy? We are taking the highest one and we're putting him down. And this is also something I see, for example, on Twitter. With some people that are always jealous, whatever I say, whatever I do, speaking bad. They are putting more energy in speaking bad instead of working to do the same or better. If you don't spend your energy in this kind of thing, you can become better. You have to become better yourself to be the best, not taking someone and put him down. Hey, then it's easy. But this is human nature. But it's correct, what you're saying. Massive reboot is hard. It's hard from one day to another. Formula 1. Look at Formula 1. Mamma mia, what a change. Even I start to love it, to watch Netflix, the game. It's nice. I downloaded the app. I'm not a massive fan of Formula 1, but I watch, I'm interested. You can do things, but you need people to have the willingness to do it and not thinking about themselves, but about the common bigger picture. I will ask for a Ferrari for you, Taha. David Marazzo, if we can be -4 from the top and still alive in Champions League and the World Cup break, I will be content. But this was the request also, to try to stay there in the top 4 in terms of points, realistically, at the 13th of November, last game of Serie A. Before World Cup and then coming back and having some players that are coming back and seeing another Juve. What if we won the Champions League with Ronaldo? What if? Guys, I'm not saying that nobody wanted to win the Champions League. Of course, Juventus wanted to win the Champions League with Ronaldo. Of course, they wanted to. But that was not the... I play a game. I'm Paratici. I open the door from Agnelli. Agnelli, there is the opportunity. I'm Paratici. Agnelli, there is the opportunity to sign Ronaldo. Agnelli, why? Because we want to win the Champions League. No. Because otherwise Paris Saint-Germain would have already have 5. Manchester City would have 20. They have everyone. Liverpool will not lose in the final. With Klopp. With Salah. With Mane. With, I don't know who they have. Firmino. With Alisson in the goal. You don't buy a player to win the Champions League. You buy a player because you want to be stronger, to compete, to try to win the Champions League. From a dream, you can put it as a target. But that's not the reason. And you don't need to be smart to understand it. You enter and you have your papers and you say, look, this is Cristiano Ronaldo, okay? He has so many followers. What can that translate for Juve? It can translate in revenues from this country, bigger share in terms of broadcasting, new sponsoring, because Adidas, Jeep, all the sponsor, big international appeal. We can have new fans, new revenues, new this. All that money, we can change it. We can buy some players. We can be more competitive, and we grow because that money is not coming from Italy. In Italy, you have a culture, for example, of people buying only fake shirts. People don't buy authentic shirts. People, speaking a big part. You go to the stadium, people are not dressed in Juve. Some yes, but not like in UK. In UK, every single fan of Premier League, they have the shirt of their team. You look at the team of Liverpool, the stadium is red. You go to Arsenal, it's red. It's like that. It's different. It's a mentality. It's also spending power that is bigger in UK than in Italy. Guardian is saying, Beppe, the 11-12 was so sweet. Why? Because it was hard season before. We will rise again. But I agree. Cycles. It's cycles. Beppe, can we talk about Benfica? No, because I will go to bed. I didn't put it also in the thumbnail. But Benfica, tomorrow I have a video with with Adrian from Rabona TV, and he will speak us about that a bit more in detail. Then I can give you the last updates. Last updates is that probably Rabiot and Locatelli will not be there. We will hear it tomorrow, 2:30 from Allegri. Will not be there. So midfield will probably again Paredes, Miretti, and McKennie. 3-man midfield. That's what I believe, because you have nobody else, guys. Rabiot, Locatelli out, Pogba out. So, and I don't believe that versus Benfica suddenly Allegri will say, yeah, let's play with Fagioli, Miretti, and Paredes. No. So Di Maria trained partially with the team today, partially. Hopefully tomorrow he can do the complete training, but I can't tell you right now, so we are waiting for tomorrow, how we will feel. And then I believe that he will travel. We are playing at home, so he will travel anyway with the bus a few meters. And he will probably will try to let him enter in second half. This is what I believe, but absolutely not risking him. Depends of the training of tomorrow and especially Wednesday morning. But he should be with the team. Greg is saying thank you for this therapy session, Beppe. Thank you to you, Greg. I know, I also, I can't wait. I always love Rabona TV. He's fantastic, fantastic guy. How are we still covering losses? But that's a big discussion. Why? Because I told you, we made a mistake with Cristiano Ronaldo because we planned too big. And we didn't have the entries that we were expecting because you have a COVID and because also, and that's really important, but it's a long discussion, mamma mia, guys, it's 2 a.m. The problem is that if you sign Cristiano Ronaldo, you have to think about the rest. And the rest is that nobody wanted to leave Juve because they were fine at Juve, but we are speaking about players like Higuain, Matuidi, Khedira, Rugan, a lot of players. They didn't want to leave Juve. They were all extended by Marotta, and you had to deal with these players. So the first year you have Cristiano Ronaldo and not that much other things. We have an Allegri who is playing in that last year a really boring football. And why is Allegri sacked? That's the reason. That's the real reason. You want to know the real reason? That's because with Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm just speaking about numbers, from 100 viewers, you had suddenly 300 viewers. But these players, these viewers, they come, they don't know the culture of Juve fino alla fine, loyalty. They love Ronaldo. They come, they see Juve with an Allegri that was not playing. The last year of Allegri was not a beautiful one. You're watching an annoying football, a boring football, yes, a winning football, but they didn't care. They come for the show. There was no show because Juventus has never been, except of some years, never been a show team. You come, and what do you see? A boring football, and you leave. And you say, we leave, we don't care. We want to see Cristiano Ronaldo scoring three goals per game. We want to see Cristiano Ronaldo doing this. We don't care about winning 1-0. And winning the Scudetto, we don't care. The Scudetto is not important for us. We want the stats of Cristiano Ronaldo. Of course, from these 200 new fans, instead of the 100 that we had, 200 new fans, you have a calculated risk. You know that 150 will leave when Ronaldo will leave. 50 will stay because they will be attached naturally. But the goal was to try to take a bit more. So instead of 150 leaving and 50 staying, maybe taking 50 more to stay with Juve, to have that emotional band with Juve. And that's why we changed coaches, because we wanted a philosophy of football that was able to go towards a fluid, more European offensive football with Sarri. My idea is that we tried for Guardiola. Then it didn't happen. And we went for Sarri. Problem between Guardiola and Sarri is not a bad coach. It's not a bad coach. But the personality of Sarri is not matching. And so on, and so on, and so on. And that's why I always try to explain to the people, they are always wise. At the end, it's Juventus knows it, Vincere è l'unica cosa che conta. Winning is all that matters. But they are always wise. Why you do this? Why? It's not a bench of stupid people that are just there. Some are better, some less. You do mistakes because you want to try, but there is always a why. Now, the important thing is, what do we want to go for? What do we want to become? How can we avoid doing these mistakes in the future? This is a bit what I'm thinking. Ciao Ayub. Ciao Ayub. Guys, other questions? We can play if you want to. We can play 1 second, but not more. About we can play about the lineups. You want to play with the lineups? We can do it. really fast what we think is possible. Wait, because here it's not Juve. That's not Juve. What is the last one? This one? Okay. Really fast. That's how we played, right? That's how we played versus Salernitana. So, Perin will be in the goal again. Bremer, Bonucci, yes. I believe we continue with that 4-3-3. Keane will not play. Keane will not play. That could be the one. As easy as that. As easy as that. That could be the one. It's true, Milik. But I don't believe that they will try to check who's there or not versus Monza. I don't believe that. Or you go for a 4-2. Attenzione, you can go like this. Attenzione, wait, wait. You can go eventually like this. Eventually, yeah? Wait. That's another possibility. That's another possibility. They are playing 4-2-3-1 Benfica. 4-2-3-1. So that's another possibility. And then the message of GT. GT saying Beppe, 3-man defense, Bremer, Bonucci, and Danilo, with De Sciglio and Kostic as the fullbacks against Benfica. Let's try that one. That is another possibility. So that's one, the 4-4-2 having Milik. Otherwise, you play with 3-man defense with Bonucci central, Bremer on the right side, Danilo on the left, like we started versus Paris Saint-Germain. De Sciglio then on the right. De Sciglio on the right. De Sciglio on the right. Quadrado not. Kostic here. Paredes as a trequartista. And then you have probably Weston McKennie. Guys, this is probably the best lineup. This is probably the best lineup. Could be one with De Sciglio more defensively, with Kostic a bit more up front. Anthony Singazetta is reporting 3-man attack, but Allegri is always trying with 3-man. On the other hand, if you play like that, it's quite easy. Here, and it becomes this a 3-4-1-2 in possession. Non-possession, you go back on 3-man. Even you can go like this. 5-man. But Gatti will not play today, guys. He will not play that game. Then we have Monza. Probably Monza he will play. He's happy. He's happy integrating the team. We knew it, that it will not be immediately a starter. Thank you, GT. 3-man defense, and we are already ready. Thank you for the donation. Guys, it's 2 hours of live. We spoke about a lot. Tomorrow we speak with Rabona TV. First I do the morning video. I will try to do it early. Then we do Rabona TV, and then we go live probably the day before Champions League. Polibarra 442. Yeah, we did it as well. Could be. Ragazzi, Nick. Ciao Nick. Beppe, I just woke from a nightmare that Allegri is still our coach. He's still there. Allegri is still there. Get used to it, huh? Get used to it. At least until the World Cup. Then we never know. Buonanotte Anthony. Ciao Enric. Ciao Anthony Trimbolit, Anthony Schifano, Joseph, beautiful name Joseph, beautiful name. Joseph is the best. Today we had a lot of love with our friend, what was the name? Ahmad the Goat. Mamma mia. It was really funny. Ciao ragazzi, as always forza Juve. Ciao Michael Tan, GT, Styler Z, ciao a tutti.